Good ball game, fifth inning, all tied up, 3-3. A lot of good tight ball games tonight. So we start to get toward the stretch. No dog days here, wild card races. And when we come back, Rays and Angels, Tyler Anderson and Erasmo Ramirez, and a fascinating debut as well. Nolan Shanuel making his major league debut 40 days after being drafted. Just this year's draft. We'll play tonight, and we'll lead off. Lead off. Go get him. Rays Angels next. Welcome, everybody. Friday Night Baseball presented by Expedia. The Rays and the Angels head-to-head. First of three. That is Nolan Shanuel making his major league debut. He was drafted this past June, and he's in the major leagues. He is in the lineup, and he is leading off for the Angels tonight.
What is going on, everyone? Thank the Lord. Break time is finally here. It feels like forever. It hasn't even been a week, but we are finally doing another break. I'm so very, very, very happy. It's been a long week, but I'm very excited to be here. I hope you all are too. What is up, Chris and Vinny? Mike E has the D-backs. Chris O with the Braves. Todd J, Orioles. Chad's got the Red Sox. Mark with the Cubbies. Vinny G, White Sox. John's got the Reds. Cat's got the Guardians. Vinny G, Rockies. Spike's got the Tigers. Carl's got the Astros. Chad, Royals. Todd C, Angels. Warren's got the Dodgers. Mark's got the Marlins. Brew Crew's going to Scott. Chris K with the Twins. Todd C, Mets. Mariah's got the Yanks. Chris K with the A's. Pat's got the Phillies. Justin's got the Pirates. Padres going to Carl. Mark with the Giants. Todd C, Mariners. Chad, Cardinals. Vinny G, Rays. Mike E, Rangers. Todd J, Blue Jays. Nationals are going to Justin. 3 hobby boxes. 3 hobby boxes of 2023 Panini Prizm. Baseball. Been very impressed with this case so far. Had a lot of customers open packs here at the hot corner, and I have liked what I have seen. I have liked it a lot.
Teams just like Angels are right now. So I think the Angels saw that and are saying to themselves, look, do we have any shot at this? Can we get it done? It's not necessarily happening pitching. We need the offense. We need to score runs. Let's see what we can do. Mike Trout is still out. Neto is still out. If they ever had everybody, of course, been saying that forever.
Box number 1. Any of these boxes is going to be one of the hot boxes. You can get a loaded up hot box with 24. 4 is not so hot, but 24 purple ice Prizm.
People know he's one of the greatest players this game's ever seen. Meet Mike Trout. He's watching MLB Network.
That would be something if we could get a hot box. Beautiful. I love the presentation of these boxes. pack one of box one. Kirby Puckett, Brandon Taft, Carlton Fisk, lots of throwback players. Connor Norby, Dave Bancroft, Mario Soto, Pete Crow Armstrong, Evan Carter. We got a blue of Larry Doby, the first black player in the American League. Larry Doby, that's a blue, is going to be numbered 26 out of 149. Yep, first African American player in American League history. And obviously, we all know who the first black player in baseball was. His sign hangs above the entrance to my shop. It's the one and only Jackie Robinson. That's going to the Cleveland Guardians. And right behind that, we have Bubba Chandler, cracked ice, going to the Pirates. Pot of gold insert, Ryan Sandberg. You don't know what you're going to pull out of these. Tons of legendary old school players. We got a Taj Bradley, Tim Salmon, Steve Carlton, Jack Morris, Javi Lopez. Look at all these throwbacks. Timmy Wakefield, Blake Burkhalter, Brooks Lee, Twins #1 prospect. Francisco Alvarez for the Mets, Pudge Rodriguez. There's a Grayson Rodriguez, future stars. Silver Prizm. Excellent card right there. And then a Big Mac fireworks. Grayson Rodriguez. Big time rookie pitcher for the Baltimore Orioles. Bobby Miller, Marcelo Mayer, Addison Barger, Rod Carew. Ooh, Moose Scourin. I see something gold back there. Better be careful with these. Rick Farrell, Frankie Frisch, Nick Abel. There's a silver. Ken Griffey Jr. Silver Prizm. Cincinnati Reds. What is this? We got gold. Mike Piazza. Let's go, Todd. That's a gold. Number 10 of 10. Come on. That is sick. That is so sick. Be a nice day. Could be the lonely man there on the corner for pictures all day long. 10 of 10. Then we got a Jimmy Edmonds. That's a hyper. Some good packs right here. It's a good box. Loaded box. I can tell. I like it. I like it a lot. The KG Jr. And then we got a Pudge Rodriguez pot of gold insert. No autos yet. They're coming, though. I see a backwards card in there. You know what that means. Colson Montgomery, White Sox #1 prospect. Nick York, Brandon Barea, Bobby Witt Jr., rookie for the Witt. Ferguson Jenkins, Raleigh Fingers, JT Ginn, Daniel Espinino, Brennan Davis, Owen White. And who do we got? Jared Schuster. That's a cracked ice. Cracked ice signatures. Colson Montgomery. Pot of gold. But there's an auto going to Chris O'Hare. His Atlanta Braves. That is a nice looking card. Not numbered. Cracked ice signatures. Hoppy's back from the IL. That's good to see. A lot of rookies this year. They got off to a tremendous start that unfortunately got hurt. Garrett Mitchell, Logan O'Hoppe. Then we had the O'Neal Cruz injury. So I have the MLB Network on in here all day long. But it's like I have no idea what's going on around the league, though, still. It's pretty much just background noise. So I don't know how O'Neal Cruz has performed since he's come back, but I heard in the background noise that he was coming back. Judd Fabian for the Orioles. Gordon Graceffo, Cardinals. Reggie Crawford for the Giants. Jackson Churio. Andrew Jones. Wade Boggs. Jim Palmer. All these throwbacks. There's a George Valera. Kevin Alcantara. Luis Angel Acuna. And there is another Atlanta Brave. I saw Owen Murphy. The Braves are hot this box. That's a base signatures. And there's a Francisco Alvarez Future Supers. Future Supers. Owen Murphy. I don't know if Chris is watching right now. Pretty sure I seen that he's in Watkins Glen having a good time, but I know he's going to be pumped. Buster Posey, Jordan Lawler, Tony Oliva, Alan Trammell, Torrey Hunter, Willie Stargell, Hans Lobert, Manuel Rodriguez. We got a silver Prizm of Rick Farrell. Washington. We got a red Whitey Ford. That is so cool. That's a Whitey Ford. 179 out of 199 for the Yankees. The chairman of the board, Whitey Ford. One of the most dominant pitchers of his era. And he's not really talked about as being one of the all-time most dominant pitchers. Don't really hear hear a lot. He doesn't get a whole lot of credit. And then we had a Zach Veen, Hyper, Eddie Rodriguez, Future Supers, Pirates, and the Veen is for the Rockies. I do have several of these hobby boxes available, $169.95 a piece. Zach Veen, Curtis Mead, Al Leiter, Tony La Russa, Willie Mays, Alfonso Soriano for the Yankees, Edward Julian. There's another Griffey. We got something green behind this Jake Bennett. It's a green scope of Lou Bardreau for the Cleveland. That's a green scope. Holy, that's wicked. And then there's a pulsar of Edgar Martinez. These are pretty sweet. Prismatic Termar Johnson. Big prospect for the Pirates. Oh, some of these Prizm cards are pretty cool. Pretty cool. Lou Boudreau. These are names. I think it's really cool that Panini does this because these are names that are gone but not forgotten. If you're a lifer baseball fan, you know who these players are, but it's like their memory kind of just gets stored at the back of your mind because they're not people who are talked about on a daily basis, like Stan Musial and Ted Williams and Dizzy Dean and players of that caliber. Davison, De Los Santos. We got a Barry Larkin, Kobe Mayo, another big prospect for the Orioles. Tink Hentz, Eddie Matthews, Dick Williams. There's an Ellie De La Cruz. We had a card stuck. Rafael Furcal for the Dodgers. There's a De La Cruz. It's an Ellie De La Cruz. Brady House. Jared Schuster. Wow, do we really have an Evan Carter auto for the Rangers? The Rangers' top prospect. Mike scooping up the Rangers at the end. And he gets an Evan Carter signatures. That is pretty cool. Good deal. And we still have more to go in the box. I hope you guys didn't get sick there. No motion sickness. So excited. I'm so excited that I almost completely derailed the whole break right there. We're not even done with the first box yet. Logan's first plate appearance since April. Averson Arteaga, Oscar Colas, Miguel Blaze, Joe Carter, Touch 'em All Joe, Justin Morneau, Bobby Doerr, Jacob Melton, Emerson Hancock, George Brett. We got a purple of Ivan Melendez. That's my boy. That's my guy right there. The Hispanic Titanic is what they call him. That is legitimately what they call him. The Hispanic Titanic. Won the Silver Spikes Award for the Texas Longhorns. Not this past season, but the season before. Best player in college baseball. Was leading the minors in home runs this year. And there's a Pete Rose pulsar. How cool is that? Napla Joe. How cool is that, Pete Rose? He's got me excited. Sick. The Melendez is numbered 32 of 99. The last two teams to fall, the D-backs and the Rangers. Mike swooped in and scooped him. And he is off to a tremendous start to break number 46. The Pete Rose pulsar is wicked cool. Wicked cool. Good shot. That's a wicked cool photo they used. Image, photo. Tucker Toman, Robbie Snelling, Drew Thorpe. Drew Thorpe's dominating for the Yanks in the minors. Mike Mussina, the Moose. David Wells, Ryan Zimmerman. Brooks Robinson, Lawrence Butler, Gavin Williams. We got a Jake Bennett Silver Prizm. Endy Rodriguez. It's a Ruby Wave, not numbered. Ruby Wave. Kevin Alcantara Fireworks. Endy Rodriguez Ruby Wave for the Pittsburgh Pirates. And the Jake Bennett.
You could feel it when you walked in the game today. Seriously, everybody was buzzing about
Cal Ripken. Oh boy.
And I'll get this right.
I'm not sure. Ivan Melendez. Vince Coleman. Bob Feller. Cool Papa Bell. Richie Ashburn. Just making sure we don't got any stuck. J.R. Ritchie. Gil McDougald. There's a Michael Bush. Silver Prizm. A Joe Morgan. The Reds are hot with these parallels. And then an Ichiro, second to none insert. That's a Ruby Wave there. Red Wave or Ruby Wave. Joe Morgan. Arguably the best second baseman in baseball history. All around. Arguably. Michael Bush. If you go by the offensive statistics for second baseman, if you go by the numbers, it's hard to put anybody from an offensive standpoint ahead of Jeff Kent. He'll never get in the Hall of Fame. Cano's up there offensively as well. But Jeff Kent did win an MVP. Ricky Tiedemann, Max Wagner, Mason Wynn just got called up. Cardinals top prospect. Carson Wisenhunt, Chief Myers, Ricky Henderson, Mark Grace, Tyler Locklear, Roberto Alomar, Drew Romo. That's a blue. That's a blue Romo. 24 out of 149 for the Rockies. Followed by a cracked ice Phil Niekro and Ellie De La Cruz fireworks. De La Cruz fireworks insert. Second one of these I've seen pulled in the shop. Phil Niekro cracked ice for the Braves. Good box for the Braves. Good box for the Reds. Drew Romo. That was box number 1. So, you guys tell me what you prefer. Most breakers like to rip really, really quick. But I tend to take my time, make sure nothing gets missed. But if I'm talking too much and people got something to do or need to go to bed, let me know and I'll speed things up. Box number 2. Good value at $170 a box, in my opinion. I think we got an auto right off the bat here. Taj Bradley, Tim Salmon, Steve Carlton, Jim Rice, Pat Gillick, Johnny Pesky, Diego Cartia, Jake Madden. The hell is this? Valued collector. Wow. We got a redemption for a Masataka Yoshida. Orange Wave signature Prizm. Wow. So is that going to be numbered to an Orange Wave for Prizm? Chad, I think Chad's got the Red Sox. You're going to want to look into that, Chad. I think Orange Wave might be numbered to 50 for Prizm. Masataka Yoshida. And that's a redemption. That's a good pull. Tomoyuki Sagano. Kai Bush. Los Angeles. That's a purple cracked ice. Is this a hot box? Do we got a hot box here? There's a Soriano for the Yankees. Uh-oh. This might be a hot box. One of those hot boxes they warned us about. Purple cracked ice. Not numbered, though. And I know in football they're numbered, but... Huh. Soriano card's wicked. I've loved Soriano. Loved him. I've loved him a lot. I think it's a hot box. Look at the Yoshida redemption. I don't know how Chad's hot as a pistol. That's just all there is to it. He's pulling flawless Volpe autos, gold tops chrome numbered to 50, Brian Bayo rookies, just left and right. We got a hot box in the break. Let's go. Holy shit, guys. Let's go. Jackson Merrill. I've been trying to figure out how to say his name for a while. Warren Spahn. Carlos Baerga. Pedro. Tyler Gentry. Blade Tidwell. Vladimir Guerrero. We got an Owen White. Cracked ice signatures. 2 cards went down, but luckily we got playmats. Owen White for the Rangers. That's a cracked ice. Another Rangers. We got an Ozzie Smith purple. Oh, we got a hot box. Bobby Witt Jr. Goose Gossage. Let's go for the Yankees. Look at all these effing cards. Come on, man. Come on. The Wizard. Look at all these purple cracked iced cards. Prismatic inserts are sick. They don't disappoint. The Goose. Did you miss anything? So, first of all, we're in the middle of a hot box. We are in the middle of a purple ice hot box, and you just hit this. Signatures Prizm, Orange Wave, Masataka Yoshida. You do have the Red Sox, right? Pretty sure. Pretty sure. Owen White, Rangers, cracked ice. Going to Mike. So is the orange wave, is that numbered to 50 in Prizm? I just tell it everyone, Chad, you're hot, you're hot as a pistol. You're on fire. I don't know how you do it, whether it's in my breaks or picking up blasters from Target or wherever you find them out in Kansas. But you're on quite the streak there, my friend. Griffey, Sal Frelick, Drew Romo, Tom Seaver, Harold Baines, Napa Joy, Jim Palmer. There's a blue Raleigh Fingers. Blue Raleigh Fingers. 61 out of 149. These are some cool cards. Tom Seaver. Hyper. I'm getting hyper. Brooks Lee. Pot of gold. Chief Myers. Chief. Put it in the basket, Chief. And a Reggie Crawford. We got a hot box. Wow. A hot box in the break. The Chief. This is going to go to the Giants. Because it's the New York Giants. Reggie Crawford. Also going to the Giants. Big time pitching / hitting prospect for the Giants. So he's drafted as a two-way player. I don't know if it's been decided yet if he's just going to be doing one or the other. Like I said, things have gotten so busy around here that I haven't had as much time to follow the minors as closely as I had been all year. A lot of good cards in these boxes. Oh, it makes me want to open one for myself so bad. It really does. It really, really does. Bobby Miller, Marcelo Mayer, Willie Mays, Say Hey Kid, Cecil Fielder, Big Daddy, Greg Maddux, Vinny Cappy, Justin Crawford. There's a Grayson Rodriguez. This is a good one to have, Todd. Grayson Rodriguez, that's a red. 52 out of 199. Baltimore Orioles. We got a Chief. Another Chief. Hit me, Chief. That's a pulsar. That's a pulsar Prizm parallel. Jordan Lawler prismatic. D-backs #1 prospect. And another Reggie Crawford. What's going on? What's up with all these Giants? Doubles. the Chief, and the Crawford. The Giants. The big unit. Randy Johnson. The purple cracked. The purple cracked ice. Oh, we got Ohtani stepping into the dish with the bases loaded. What's he gonna do? What's he gonna do? Ball one. I didn't put our auto up there. Oh, wow. Ohtani just hit a granny. Yeah, Ohtani just hit a grand. 43rd of the year. I missed a lot of home runs the last few weeks. Dylan, let's go. Let's go. J-Dom, Jason Dominguez, Edgar Martinez, the Moose, David Wells, Ryan Zimmerman. This feels like identical to one of the other packs. Larry Walker, Earl Vera. What do we got? We got a Griff McGarry. That's a cracked ice. Griff McGarry for the Phillies. Pitcher for the Phillies. Ichiro. Second to none. Pete Crow Armstrong, purple, and a Joe Morgan, purple. Purple cracked. The Shohei show continues. Holy F. I try not to swear during these things because I know that there's kids probably watching. Sometimes it slips out. Pete Crow Armstrong for the Cubbies. Good looking prospect. From the baseball side of things. Joe Morgan. And the Griff McGarry. McGargar. The Yoshida redemption, though. Redemptions with Panini scare me. I have heard horror stories from people who have stopped in over the last week that it's been years and they can't get shit. Two different customers came in. One just today and said that it's been quite a long time for them. Someone else yesterday said that it's been a year and a half, 2 years, and they were offered something and they said no. I would tell them, from what I hear, just whatever they offered you, anything, take what you can get. Addison Barger, Judd Fabian, Gordon Graceffo, Chipper Jones, Jim Edmonds, Angel Martinez, Jackson Ferris, JT Ginn, Silver Prizm, Pedro Martinez, Ruby Wave for the Bo Sox. Wade Boggs, second to none. Andrew Jones, purple cracked ice. Addison Barger, purple cracked ice. Braves are having a nice break. Chris O, Chris O'Hare's going to be happy. Couple autos. Throwback parallels of former greats. Is Drew Jones going to get in the Hall of Fame? Is he going to get in? I think if Scott Rowland's in, which I think he should be in, then I think Drew Jones has got to get in. 10 Gold Gloves in center field. Other than shortstop probably the most important defensive position on the field. Catcher, I think you could argue catcher, but ten Gold Gloves in center field in an era where there was a lot of amazing center fielders. And he could hit. Yeah, I heard you might not get it at all, Chris. I had somebody in here last week who said that they've got 3 that have been there for 3 that they did a redemption for, and it's been 3 years and they haven't gotten anything. And their customer service, I heard, is hard to deal with. I've never had a problem with Topps, really. I know people who have, but Joey Weimer, Adele Amador, Brooks Robinson, Dave Bancroft, Mario Soto, Harry Ford, Jace Young, Matt Williams. How about that? That's a red. Giants are tearing it up this box. Number 2 out of 199. Matt Williams. Got another Pete Crow Armstrong. Another De La Cruz Fireworks, from what I can see. That's a Pete Crow Armstrong Pulsar Prizm. Man, we got a big hit recap. We got a big hit recap. And our 2 purples. Jacob Mizorowski for the Brew Crew. The hot box definitely enhanced this break. And there is a Griffey Jr. for the Reds. Not the Mariners, but the Reds. These are sick. I'm loving it. Reggie Crawford, Jackson Churio, Zach Veen, Nomar Garcia-Parra. Don't let me ruin your night with my doom and gloom. But it's just what I've been being told by people that it's an exhausting process with them. Zach Veen, Nomar Garcia-Parra, Omar Vizquel, Jim Tomei, Jack Leiter. We got a green scope. Novelin Marte. That's a good one. That is a good one to have. Novelli Marte, green scope. 28 out of 75. He's a top prospect. for the Reds. Reds are crushing it. John's crushing it with the Reds. Jacob Melton, cracked ice. Good prospect for the Houston Astros. Frank Thomas, fireworks. Gavin Cross, Royals top prospect. Now Whitey Herzog. Wasn't expecting a Whitey Herzog. Gavin Cross. Novelli Marte.
Stolen 15 bags this year. When you go back to one pitch where Tyler Anderson elevated a fastball to 93 miles an hour, Hoppy just that arm up. Remember, that was the shoulder that was repaired later, and be able to quickly reach that glove up there. That's important to see. You can always talk about a swing and a ball to the swing, but also, and that's why from the get-go, he was standing there in the dugout watching the catching. Then we had a chance to go and get behind the plate, even if he wasn't throwing. He was a lot of good job as far as receiving the baseball, catching out front.
These Prizm boxes are fun to open. I'm having more fun with this than I thought I would. I mean, getting a hot box probably helps. Bobby Witt is the man. I want him in pinstripes, as you all know. I've been calling for that for a couple of weeks now. But the Yankees don't know anything about baseball, so they probably think he sucks. They probably think Bobby Witt sucks, and they probably think that IKF is the next Nomar. He can still be like the next Nomar or, Cal Ripken. If he just changes his launch angle a little bit, he'll hit 400 home runs as a shortstop, like Cal Ripken. So we got to go do some math quick and figure out what he's got to do to, be able to hit. Dale Murphy, Chuck Klein, Dick Williams, Rafi Furcal, Joe Carter, Caden Wallace, Jet Williams. He's really starting to perform well. Sorry, Chad. Paul Molitor, Brandon Paft, Arizona. Future Supers. That's a silver. Future Supers. Francisco Alvarez. Another Goose Gossage. That's a purple cracked ice. And Owen Murphy for the Braves. Yankees are showing up. Yanks are showing up. Braves have been here. D-backs are doing okay. We got to spread this out. We got to spread it around. I get really grumpy if people have goose egg bullshit breaks. Carson Williams, Orlando Cepeda, Bill Mazeroski, Louis Aparicio, Heine Groh, Peyton Pillette, Zach Neto, Kyle Harrison Silver for the Giants are crushing it. The Giants are crushing it. Kyle Harrison's a big-time pitching prospect. There's a Paul Molitor for the Brew Crew. There you go, Scott. Paul Molitor. Colson Montgomery, pot of gold. There's a Bob Lemon, Cleveland Guardians. And a Grayson Rodriguez for Todd's Baltimore Orioles. Bob Lemon managed the Yankees to the World Series victory in 1978. Kyle Harrison. Bobby Witt. It's not going to happen, Chad. They said the Yankees don't know anything about baseball, so they would never trade for a guy like him. Bryce Harper was begging to be a Yankee. Not begging. He said, I want to be a Yankee. I love the Yankees. It's my dream. It's always been my dream to be a Yankee and hit left-handed at Yankee Stadium. Nope, not interested. Michael Bush, Bill Terry, or Elvis Martinez. He slugs a lot of home runs down in Double-A. Freddie Lynn, Eric Chavez, Willie McCovey, Kumar Rocker, Mariano Rivera. That's a true purple. That's a purple. The closer. 30 out of 99 for the Yankees. Mariah with another nice pickup. Jacob Mizorowski, cracked ice. Andy Rodriguez, future supers, and we got an Ellie De La Cruz, purple cracked ice, and a Matt Williams. Lots of Giants. That is a big card for the Reds right there. The Reds have shown up. They are not going anywhere. The De La Cruz. Come on. What a hot box this has been. This is amazing, exciting stuff. The Rivera. I like that. I like it a lot. Hurricane Hillary. Oh, Lord. Last pack of box number 2. Gavin Stone, Sam Rice, Andy Rodriguez, Justin Morneau, Bobby Doerr, Ozzie Smith. There's a Roberto Alomar silver for Toronto. Michael Bush, that's a blue for the Dodgers. That's a blue. 122 out of 149. Cade Horton, that's a good one for the Cubbies. That's a hyper. He's like their top pitching prospect. Cade Horton. There's a Termar Johnson. Prismatic. Buck Leonard. That's a Negro Leagues. That's a Negro Leagues card. Homestead. Huh. I have to figure out who's going to get that one and how. Chuck Klein, Philadelphia. Chuck Klein. That's what I'm thinking. That's what I'm thinking, Todd. Probably really the best way to do it. It's pretty cool. I didn't know they were putting Negro League teams in these. So I'd say it's pretty interesting. You don't really know what you're gonna pull. Cade Horton. Yeah, I get we can spin. Speaking of which, not a whole lot of teams have been bought in the not a ton of entries in the spin the wheel for tomorrow's 2023 Topps Hobby Box that I'm spinning the wheel for. So odds of winning are better than they were in the last one. I think I've sold. It's not even half as many spots. Yeah, I think we're gonna have to just do a spin for the Buck Leonard card. Bump my camera again. Sorry, guys. All right, box number 3. I already took the seal off of it. Jeez, I'm losing it. I'm losing my mind. I spend way too much time in this room. And I'm losing it. I'm losing my shit. Let's pull some good autos. Jackson Paris. Oh man, I see something colorful. Orange back there, I think. Jack Leiter, Jose Salas, Bill Mazeroski, Michael Bush, Bill Terry, Elvis Martinez, Andrew Jones. There's a silver of Frankie Frisch. We got an orange wave. Gabriel Hughes for the Rockies. Orange wave. 21 out of 50. Very nice. Maglio Ordonez. Another guy people don't talk about anymore, but he was great. Masataka Yoshida. Would have liked to have seen him in left field for the Yankees. That would have been nice. But again, he's a good hitter. Not interested. We're not interested in guys who can hit. What a bunch of morons run the Yankees. Idiots. It's just like when A-Rod talks about it, it's comical. It's absolutely comical. He had to actually explain to people the problem with when you have a bunch of Major League Baseball players and you are like the Yankees and you hire a hitting coach who didn't play baseball, and you're a Major League Baseball player and your coach is trying to teach you how to hit a home run, but he's never hit a home run. Like, what is going on? What is going on? There is a big problem with that statement that happens to be fact. How could this happen? How? Get rid of them all. They all suck so bad. Down goes the orange wave. I gotta calm down. I'm getting upset. Thinking about the Yankees. Just it's almost like they're I don't know. I can't even talk about it. I can't even talk about it. That's how stupid it is. It's just so stupid. Get the orange wave up there. Tyler Soderstrom, Kai Bush, Yuri Perez, Goose Gossage, Al Bridwell, Andy Pages, Buck Leonard, Bert Bly11, Ben Sheets, Robin Ventura, Jackson Merrill, Future Supers, and a Brooks Lee, Pato Gold. Feel like they're no, nothing got stuck. Those guys are all untradeable. I mean, I don't think Aaron Boone's a problem. The fact that they have the record they have is actually kind of a miracle. I don't think it's Boone's fault. He doesn't make any of the decisions. He doesn't make the pitching changes. He doesn't make out the lineup. That all comes from the analytics department upstairs. Caden Wallace, Jet Williams, Sean Casey's not a problem. He didn't start this mess. He got thrown into it. Paul Molitor, Joe Tinker, Tinkers to Evers to Chance, Termar Johnson, Grayson Rodriguez, Averson Pereira, Harmon Killebrew, Mike Piazza. There's a Griff McGarry. That's a red. 138 out of 199. Hao-Yu Lee, Philadelphia. Hyper. Very, very hyper. Oh, that Piazza was a silver. Missed that. Silver Prizm. Tomoyuki Sugano. Only thing I don't like about Boone is all the positivity when there's nothing to be positive about. I know what he's trying to do, but he's not going to rip his players. And the only way you can go out there and win, 10, 15, 20 games in a row, which is all possible, is if you are positive, but it's just so stupid. Just some of his answers to some of the questions. He's got to find a different way to, be a little bit more honest with answering these questions and not throwing his players under the bus and at the same time, because it's obvious what's happening. His team sucks. His team absolutely freaking sucks. Leo DeRocher couldn't win with this team. Alex Ramirez, Juan Gonzalez. Juan Gonzalez is my favorite player as a little kid. Hao Yu Lee, Babe Ruth, Jackson Merrill, Cooper, Ken Griffey Jr. for Seattle, Wade Boggs, Jim Palmer, Tony La Russa. We got a Cam Collier auto for Cincinnati, Greg Maddux. The Reds were the highest priced team in the break, and so far so good. That's not a base, that's a silver. Cam Collier's dad played in the big leagues, Lou Collier. But there's an auto for the Cincinnati Reds. One of the top prospects people were chasing coming into 2023. Not a good minor league campaign, but very, very, very young player, 18 years old. Ozzie Smith, Larry Walker, Earl Vera, Harry Ford, Frank Thomas, Jacob Mizrowski, Warming Burnable, Lefty Williams, Juan Marichal, Hack Williams, single season RBI champ. That record will never be broken. 192 RBIs in one season. We got Angel Martinez signatures, potential penmanship autograph. Angel Martinez. It's going to Mike LaCastro. Cleveland Guardians. Pretty sure that's who's got him. Then a Jordan Lawler. But I do agree, Chris. They all got to go. But you got a lot of untradeable players. But I think the people who should be held most accountable are people who built the team. Like how can Cashman get a free pass? It's because he is part of the family. You're not going to fire your brother. Hal and Cashman may as well be brothers. It is what it is. He's not going anywhere. He's awful, but he's the Yankee GM for life, and there's nothing anybody can do about it. Jace Young, Peyton Paulette, Zach Neto, Kyle Manzardo, Dale Murphy. Got another green scope of somebody back there. Chuck Klein, Tom Glavine, Lou Bedreau, Craig Biggio, Kyle Manzardo. It's a green scope. They're so cool. 48 out of 75. Errol Vera, Paulser, Wade Boggs, second to none. Wade Boggs as a hitter was second to none pretty much from 1982 to 1988, 89. He was the best hitter in baseball, really. His numbers are kind of mind-boggling. His on-base percentage is ridiculous. His runs scored, ridiculous. Hits, ridiculous. He thinks it's a joke, baseball today. I read an interview with him talking about it, and he says it's the dumbest shit he's ever seen. He said his on-base percentage would be over 700 if he was playing today. Because all these pitchers are just taught to throw up in the zone, throw high pitches, because all the hitters are swinging with a big uppercut. So it's hard to hit that high pitch when you're swinging with an uppercut. It's why you see so many strikeouts, because none of these guys can hit that pitch. And Boggs said I would have a 700 on base percentage because I would never swing at the high pitch because I never swung at it to begin with, when I played. And all these pitchers do is throw high pitches, so I'd walk, 87 million times. Cashman's not going anywhere. I wish he would, but he's not going anywhere. He's the Yankee GM as long as he wants to be, and who wouldn't want to be? Ben Joyce, Nolan Ryan, Griff McGarry, Sal Frelick, Drew Romo. He's awful, Chris. Cashman is awful, awful, awful. But we're stuck with him. So we can either accept it or we can be phonies and switch to a different team. Taj Bradley, Willie Mays, Alfonso Soriano, Vince Coleman. There's a Robin Ventura red for the White Sox. Hans Lobert for Cincinnati. That's a pulsar. And then a Mark McGuire fireworks. We're stuck with them, Chris. Sad but true. Robin Ventura is numbered 69 out of 199. One more auto to go. Is it going to be a big one? A big auto? Chase DeLauder, Cade Horton, Aaron Zavala, Tim Salmons. Tim Salmons announcing the game. Steve Carlton, Bobby Miller, Marcelo Mayer, Bob Feller. Look at that leg kick. Holy fuck. Cool Papa Bell. Who's Cool Papa Bell going to? These Negro League players are kind of up for grabs. Elijah Green. That's a good one right there. Elijah Green, silver. Tucker Toman for Toronto. Ruby Wave. Pudge Rodriguez. Pot of gold. So I'm going to have to go through. I'm going to have to go through and sort out all the Negro League players. And we'll do a spin for them one at a time, or just spin the whole lot. Something. Tucker Toman. Because it's not just the what was his name? I already forgot. But anyway, we'll figure it out. Kumar Rocker, Tyler Gentry, Blade Tidwell, Gavin Stone, Sam Rice, Andy Rodriguez, Dylan Lesko, Joe Torre, Jack Morris. There's a silver, Bubba Chandler, Mario Soto, Ruby Wave, Frank Thomas Fireworks. Connor Prelip, Kevin Parada, Rafael Palmeiro, Johan Rojas, Addison Barger, Judd Fabian, Gordon Graceffo, Richie Ashburn, Chief, Jordan Walker. That is a purple. Jordan Walker, 53 out of 99. Going to Chad. Going to Chad. Jim Bunning. Jim Bunning. Cracked ice. It's pretty sweet. Underrated pitcher. And then Francisco Alvarez, Future Supers. Vlad Jr., Nap LaJoy, Diego Cartia, Jake Madden, Jason Dominguez, Edgar Martinez, Joey Weimer, Javi Lopez, Tim Wakefield, Carson Williams for the Rays. Ooh, there's a good one for the Mariners. Carson Williams, 27 out of 149. We got a cracked ice of Gabriel Martinez for the Mariners. Who scooped them up? Todd did. Todd Cottrell's got the Mariners. Gabriel Gonzalez, cracked ice. Sick. Gabriel's going to be good. He's going to be a good big leaguer. Be very surprised if he's not. Last pack. So it's 3 autographs on box per average. This pack should have an auto. They aren't guaranteed, like in the Topps boxes. But we should have one here. Yiddy Cappy. Justin Crawford. Angel Martinez. Adele Amador. Carson Williams. Orlando Cepeda. Rod Carew. Moose Scourin. Rick Farrell. Frankie Frisch. We do have an auto. It is of Michael Busch going to the Dodgers. And a Zach Veen, future Supers. Michael Busch, base signatures going to the Dodgers. Hit the 3rd auto on the final pack. We got a pretty big hit recap to go through. All right. Whitey Herzog. I'm not going to name the parallels. I think we got him down. I think we know him. The Jacob Melton. The Gavin Cross. These are all purple cracked ices. Except for the Melton. That was a regular cracked ice. Ken Griffey Jr. for the Reds. Mizorowski for the Brewers. De La Cruz. Pete Crow Armstrong. Cubbies. Pedro. The Ruby Wave. JT Ginn for the A's. Addison Barger for the Jays. Andrew Jones for the Braves. Joe Morgan for the Reds. Pete Crow Armstrong for the Cubs. Randy Johnson, Mariners. Reggie Crawford, Giants. Lawler, Jordan Lawler for the D-backs. Chief Myers for the Giants. Tom Seaver, Mets. Reggie Crawford, Giants. Chief Myers, Giants. Earl Vera for the Angels. That's a pulsar. Kyle Manzardo for the Rays. Angel Martinez, Guardians. Cam Collier, signatures for the Reds. Michael Busch, Dodgers. Jordan Walker, Cardinals. Gabriel Hughes, Rockies. Rays. Carson Williams, Blue. Gabriel Gonzalez, Mariners. Jim Bunning, Tigers. Mario Soto, Reds. Bubba Chandler, Pirates. Tucker Toman, Jays. Elijah Green, Nationals. Robin Ventura, White Sox. Hans Lobert, Reds. Lawler, D-backs. Piazza, Silver for the Mets. Howie Lee, Hyper, Phillies. Griff McGarry, Phillies. Jackson Merrill, Padres. Raleigh Fingers, A's. Matt Williams, Giants. Ivan Melendez, the Hispanic Titanic for the D-backs. Whitey Ford, Yanks. The Mike Piazza, I don't know. This is a good one. The 10 of 10 gold. Might be this. It's probably my favorite. Probably my favorite one. Probably my favorite card of the break. That's a birthday card right there for Jameson, Todd. That's a better birthday card than the one I gave you earlier. Jared Schuster, Larry Doby for the Guardians. Schuster signatures for the Braves. Evan Carter, signature for the Rangers. Owen Murphy, Braves. Bobby Witt. Ozzie Smith, Cardinals. Goose Gossage. Then we got the Masataka Yoshida redemption. Soriano, Yankees. Kai Bush, Los Angeles Dodgers, right? Yeah. Drew Romo, Rockies. Necro, Braves. Owen White, cracked ice signatures, Rangers. Griff McGarry, Phillies. Novelli Marte, Reds. De La Cruz, Grayson Rodriguez, Orioles. Frankie Frisch, Cardinals. Yoshida, Maglio Ordonez, Tigers. Buck Leonard, put off to the side. Michael Bush, Dodgers. Cade Horton, Cubs. Termar, Pirates. Alomar, Jays. Chuck Klein, Philly. Mizorowski, Brewers. Mariano, Matt Williams for the Giants. Kyle Harrison, Giants. Molitor, Brewers. Bob Lemon, Cleveland. Grayson Rodriguez, Baltimore. Brandon Paft, D-backs. Owen Murphy, Braves. Goose Gossage, Yankees. De La Cruz. Michael Bush, Dodgers. Joe Morgan, Reds. Jake Bennett, Nationals. Andy Rodriguez, Pittsburgh. Pete Rose, Reds. Bobby Witt, Edgar Martinez to the Mariners. Lou Bedreau, Cleveland. Termar, Pirates. Zach Veen, Rockies. Rick Farrell, Washington. So that's going to go to the Nats. Griffey Silver to the Reds. That's a Reds, not a Mariners. Jim Edmonds to the Cardinals. Grayson Rodriguez, Baltimore. Bubba Chandler, Pittsburgh. So the base ones, the base Negro League players, I don't think anyone really cares about them. I'll randomly dish those out. The Buck Leonard, if you guys want me to do a wheel spin for it right now, I can. Like I said, speaking of which, do not be afraid. Do not be afraid to scoop up some spots on the wheel spin for the Topps Chrome hobby. So here's what I'm going to do. instead of making a new wheel, and putting everybody's names on it, because that'll take a bunch of minutes, I have a wheel with all 30 teams, all 30 big league teams on it. So I'll spin it, and whoever had that team in this break will get the Buck Leonard purple cracked ice. That's how I'm going to do it. And here we go.
Let Innovation Refunds help with your ERC tax refund so you can improve your business however you see fit. Rosie used part of her refund to build an outdoor patio.
So Carl's going to get the Buck Leonard. Carl had the Astros. And you know what? That kind of works out because I don't think Carl hit jack shit. Honestly, I don't remember seeing any Astros in this hit recap. So that worked out in a way. That's the break. I had fun with that one. I like the Prizm baseball more than I thought I would. The Piazza is my favorite card. That is sick. The 10 of 10 gold for the best offensive player in Mets history and the best offensive catcher in baseball history. Congrats, Todd. Happy birthday to your boy. And I'll see everybody tomorrow.